How you guys doing, everybody? Music with Zach. We're gonna bring you on with something and keep it funky. Funk Music with Zach right here on IBM.TV. Hanging out, chilling. This lovely, funky Sunday morning. Sing of that. What's up, all my funk fans out there in Texas? My funk fans down in Philly, my hometown, New York, Strong Island, Staten Island repping. My friends up in the Detroit, out on the West Coast, California, down in Missouri, Oklahoma. What's up? Yeah. New Jersey, P-Funk, New Jersey, y'all. You know what time it is. Time to wake up. The veil has been lifted. Funk from the front seat. Here we go. Yeah, shout out to all my peeps in Arkansas. I feel you. Australia, love you all over there. Love you. Germany. What's up, Tanny? Steady groove. Yeah. And also, mad praise for Jeffrey, my brother, Jeff Robertson. Yeah, home from the hospital doing his thing, getting better. Got some new music out. All right. While we chilling, waiting on Rasta Funk to get set up, we're going to kick it a little bit just to do some catch-up, some housekeeping. If you got a birthday today, happy birthday to you. I love you. You got an anniversary, that's all good too. Congratulations. If you're suffering, you feel pain, don't worry. We're here for you. We got you. We got your back. If you're in any kind of distress, economically, spiritually, mentally, just remember, breathe. It's always going to be good. Breathe. Do the best you can. Try to hold your head up high. You are all warriors. You're almighty warriors. Yeah. So check it out. Listen to Nappyhead Funk Army, Revolution. I want to give a special shout out and thanks to P-Funk Radio, Keith Jackson, JTRP, and Brenda Robinson for always spinning Nappyhead. Also, my man down in Texas, my homeboy, Philly Phil. I love you. Uncut Funk on Tuesday nights. Gabe, Godzilla on Wednesday nights. Yo, man, brother, look me up. I need you to do like one of them funky mixes on one of my tracks for me, man. You know, I want to thank a few of my producers, Kevin Harrington, Jix Winslow, William Press Bush, who's actually going to be on the show in a few weeks. All the people in Florida. Yesterday, we had a beautiful show. I had my man Larry on and I had Leroy on, and they were down in Florida giving us that Floridian flavor. So here we are live right now on IBM.TV. Go to YouTube and check us out. We got all kinds of things popping all week long. We hanging out right now, just waiting on Mike P to get hooked up. Maybe they're having technical difficulties. You never know. You know how Sir knows devoid of funk is. You know what I mean? But it's all right. We got the energy popping live from Durham right now in my apartment, chilling, funk from the front seat. This next cut is Beast Mode. It's off my current CD that's quite not finished yet. A lot of you guys have heard this already. So I hope y'all are digging this. While we're hanging out waiting, we're going to be spitting some funk and talk about some true stuff that's happening back there. What's up, Mark? How you doing, brother?
I just wanted to let you know that your guests are here. I see that Keenan is in the house, so I'm going to bring him up. But, yeah, I just wanted to pop in and let you know that your guests are here.
Thank you, man. That's why you're one of the best producers.
I'm going to pop right on out of here and let you have a conversation with them. So
all right, man.
And let them pop out here.
There you go. Beam them out, beam them in. Yeah. Mark, give them the full screen, brother. You're listening to the sounds of Rasta Funk. Outside too. That's okay though. They'll be back jamming soon as it reboots itself. You know how the weather can be, the ionosphere, the clouds, and all that good stuff. They was jamming though. They was getting ready to come on and hit that serious funk. So maybe it's rebooting on their end. But anyway, that's Mike P and Rasta Funk. They're down in Atlanta, Georgia right now, I believe, or some part of Georgia. He's been with Funkadelic, Parliament. He's played with a lot of people. The brother is very talented, has multi-bands. He's a multi-dimensional musician, which I like to think, or everybody that I kind of chill with, I learn from, especially as we all learn from, the Funk Fathers. I'm going to name a few just so you guys know who the Funk Fathers are. When we go back to James Brown and we go back to Sly and the Family Stone, Bootsy Collins came from James Brown's camp. Larry Graham came from Sly and the Family Stone's camp. So as we go back, you can't know the future unless you know the past, especially in music. That may not apply to everything, but it applies to music because that's how we learn. As a drummer, I listen to Led Zeppelin a lot, John Bonham, Grand Funk Railroad. My brother up in New York, Gary Bordy's turned me on to that kind of music, and I kind of turned him on to a lot of Mother's Finest and the P-Funk. Mother's Finest, one of my favorite groups. Dumpster Funk, one of my favorite groups. I learned something from all of these great, talented musicians. And ladies, don't think I forgot you because Chaka Khan, I was all about some Chaka Khan. As far as I'm concerned, when I was 17 years old, Mark, I wanted to marry Chaka Khan. She was my dream girl, man. When she came out with Sweet Thing, she was singing that for me. And to this day, that's my song.
Hey, I've had the pleasure of seeing Chaka Khan perform a couple of times, and she definitely rocks the house. But it looks like your guys are ready to go back again.
Let's go. Let's get him, man. We got this, baby. It's all Funky Sunday.
Check, 1, check, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check. Do the sound real quick. I don't think I sound that good. We'd like to thank the world for tuning in on IBM TV. Yeah, I'd like to thank Phyllis Hill and crew for coming through and filming it for us. And of course, as always, I'd like to thank the Rasta Funky crew. Hey, when we start, we love to start from the beginning. The beginning, I mean Africa. That's right, Africa. And that's where they change the water to quench the baby. And that's where they change the fire to heat the baby. That's where they change the wind to cool the baby. Telephone child, telephone child, telephone child, telephone child. That's where they take the earth to heat the baby. And that's where they take the water to quench the baby. That's where they take the fire to heat the baby. And that's where they take the wind to cool the baby. Telephone child, telephone child, telephone child. In the beginning, there was man and there was woman. And somehow, magically and mysteriously, there came a baby. I wonder how that baby came about. Yeah, the man and the woman had to figure it out. How to feed that baby. How to heat that baby. How to cool that baby down. And quench the baby's thirst. Telephone child, telephone child, telephone child, telephone child. That's right, we're Rasta Funk. We appreciate everybody for coming in. I think we're live on IBM TV worldwide. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate Brother Zach for inviting us. We're going to do our thing, play a couple more songs. And yeah, that's what we do. We funk for the people. every time. We got a little question, and only you can answer. That's right, only you can answer. Hey, hey, do you live in love? Do you live in faith? Do you live in freedom? Do you live in faith? Do you live in love? Do you live in freedom? Do you live in faith? They say life, beauty is hard. They say that money is our God. The more you have, the more you can do. The more you don't have, the more you can lose. Now do you live in love? Do you live in faith? Do you live in freedom? Do you live in faith? Do you live in love? Do you live in faith? Freedom? Do you live in faith? I live in love. Do you live in faith? Do you live in freedom? Do you live in faith? We gonna break it down. Somebody could tell me so. 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 Me mama just tell me so. Me daddy just tell me so. Little mama just tell me so. Cause somebody just tell me so. Somebody just tell me so. Somebody could tell me so. Somebody just tell me so. Somebody just tell me so. Oh, your mama could tell me so. Can the people just tell me so? Cause somebody just tell me so. Do you live in love? Live in freedom. Live in love. Live in love. Live in love. Live in freedom. Live in faith. Tell me so, somebody could tell me so. Somebody could tell me so, somebody just tell me so. Somebody tell me so, somebody just tell me so. 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 Somebody could tell me so, somebody just tell me so. This is a song. It's called Break the Food. It's off of our Escape from Pluto album. You can catch it on YouTube. We put it out for free on YouTube. Escape from Pluto. change can be exciting. The more sweet, the more inviting. When we're talking seas, there's no uniting. By the light of the moon, we can see it fighting. But nobody fighting. Is it the tears that you can what are they fighting for? Is it for the sweet but food tastes better. The sweet but food tastes better. The sweet but food tastes better. The sweet food tastes better. No use for names, child. So when you walk into school, beware of no strays, child. I can tell you if this is an invitation. Some people have to change their ways, child. But I find is it the children? Hey, you're sweet but food tastes better. You're sweet but food tastes better. You're sweet but food tastes better. You're sweet food tastes better. I'd like to introduce Brother Charlton Branch on saxophone. Show us a little something, Charlton, please. That's right, Miss Charlton Branch on the saxophone. He brought a little water for y'all. Yeah, the band brought a little water for y'all. That's the phone. Brought a little water for y'all. You bring the food. I bring the water. You bring the food. I bring the water. Words are sweet, food tastes better. Talk is cheap, food tastes better. Words are sweet, food tastes better. Talk is cheap, food tastes better. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to IBM TV. We got one or two more we're going to do, and then we're going to wrap it up. But we really appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody for coming out here today. The band just showed up and said, we're going to make this thing happen for me, so I appreciate the band as well. We're going to do an old school from our project Universal Water. You can catch Universal Water on iTunes and all the internet sites that sell music. Let's watch the funk. Universal Water. They just don't funk like me.
Yeah. This is the Rasta Funk coming from Georgia. My friends over there, they're kicking it, holding it down on IBM.TV right here on Funk Music with Zack. Take it away.
It's so cool to see. Ain't trying to hate on nobody, but they don't know what's the funk to shake it down. Yeah, ain't over out there funkin'. It's really so cool to see. We ain't trying to hate on nobody, just talk about the Rasta funky symphony. Hey, baby. Just talking about the Rasta funky symphony. We go out there funky. It's really so cool to see. Ain't trying to hate on nobody. Just talking about the Rasta funky symphony. That's right. We are Rasta folk. We couldn't give you a little folk without giving you a little Rasta. You got to stand up for your right. Don't give up the fight. You got to stand up for your right. Don't give up the fight. African children, they're living in a situation. African children, one day we don't know where we're coming from now. African children, down there in a concrete situation. African children, oh, where we're coming from, where we're coming from. Where did you coming from? All of the nation living in need today, a crying and a crying to the council for assistance. Their tribulation is so sad, their environment it is so bad. High-rise concrete, no backyard for the children to play. African children, they're living in a concrete situation. African children, one day to the world we're coming from now. African children, in a concrete situation. African children, one day to the world we're coming from. Where we coming from? What do you coming from? All of the people that living in this kind of way. Sweet coast, cold walk, concrete, here we go. Is where they live now. The rent's increasing every other day. Structuring back, that's how they're coming now. Look on the churches, the glories out of order. And when it works, it smells now. African children, they're living in a concrete situation. African children, why don't you know where we're coming from? African children, in a concrete situation. African children, why don't you know where we're coming from? Where we coming from? Some living in a high rise, some living in a low rise. And when it rains, the children can go out to play. Some living in a high rise, some living in a low rise. Oh, and when it rains, the children can go out to play. African children. African children. African children. African children. Drum and bass. You love it. You gotta love the drum and bass. War. War. Everywhere there's war. Say everywhere there's war. We don't need no more trouble. We don't need no more trouble. See, what we need is love to guide and protect us all. If your hopes come down from above, you better help the weak if you are strong. We don't need no more trouble. We don't need no more trouble. African children. African children. African children. African children. Living in a concrete situation. Y'all give it up for the band, please. Give it up for the band. That's right. That's right, IBM TV. The world.
Yo.
We got one more for you. It's called Black Woman. We like to start from the beginning, but we also like to end from the beginning. That's right. We are Rasta Funk. You can catch us at Rasta Funk 1820. You can catch us at Rasta Funk 1820 on YouTube. Rasta Funk. We are Rasta Funk on Twitter. Hey. Rasta Funk, the original Rasta Funk on Instagram. One more time. That's Rasta Funk 1820 on YouTube. Rasta Funk on Twitter. We are Rasta Funk on Facebook and the original Rasta Funk on Instagram. Hey. We're gonna end this set with Black Woman. Black Black Woman is on Find Universal Soul CD. You can find Universal Soul on all the internet websites that sell music and MP3 downloads. Yeah. To all the mothers of creation, to all the daughters of the dust, to the sisters of the spirit, every time I see you, you completely amaze me. Every time. There's not a time that in my mind, because I'm with my wife, that I don't go, ooh, baby. You make me say, ooh. Ooh, baby. You make me say, ooh. Ooh, baby. Ooh. Ooh, baby. You make me say, ooh. Never stop finding ways to blow my mind. Yeah, with the beauty that even still time, my the mother of mankind, that woman, she says she's a black woman, black woman. And I've been in love with you for forever and a day. The way you brought the blues to the rhythm and it never sway. Like some other girls, so many people, one of a kind. I'm so glad I found mine. Girls hit you like woman. Like woman. Two sides like woman. Just like me, I know your struggle's been long. Girl, I'm here to say, you still got it going on. Yes, you do. Just like me, I know your struggle's been long. Queen, I'm here to say, you still got it going on. Yes, you do. I'd like to introduce to you Sister Tanika Reddick. She's our own special black woman in Rocks the Funk. Tanika, why don't you introduce yourself to the people? Oh, yes, yeah. Give it up. Hey. I bet y'all didn't know that black That's right. The black woman, she just can't live one way all the time. Black woman gotta change. Hey, can we change it? Can we change it? Can we change it? I wanna change it. Hey, let's change it. Hey, on keys, I'd like to introduce the love child on keys. Y'all give it up for the love child on keys. Hey. That's right. Let's stop. Send for the love child on keys, on keys, on keys. Yeah. Drum and bass, 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 drum and bass. I want to introduce our percussionist, Asa Allah. Give it up for Asa Allah. On the drums, let's go. On bass, holding it down. Our bass player never takes a day off like the other Ferris. We got Ferris Sheldon on bass. Go ahead, boy. On the bass, y'all already mentioned if you're ready, but I want y'all to reintroduce y'all. I want to reintroduce y'all to Brother Charles and Branch on the sax. Brother Charles and show some love. Yeah, introduce yourself. Bring it back, everybody. Like what I'm doing. Like what I'm doing. Sweet Appreciate the opportunity to be living outside amongst the trees for the ancestors. We thank you. We thank IBS TV. We thank Sister Phyllis Ella and her crew for coming out and filming this. I thank all of our crew who watched the film band. I thank Mama Asala's children making it out. Hey! Before I leave, I want to say thank you very much to everybody. We do this for you. This isn't for me, for us. We do this for you. We appreciate you. I'm going to leave y'all in the capable hands of my 8th grade crew. My brother in this shit. Covered by me. Underneath. My case speaks for itself, so there's no real introduction needed. I just want to say peace and blessings. I am Master Funk. Thank you so much. We will see you on the other side. Peace and blessings. My peace. Yo, give me that one more time. Lost the funk. Yo, what's the funk?
Yo, those are bad brothers right there. One love.
Thank you, y'all. Listen up for the band.
Woo! One love, my bro man. One love, my bro man. Woo! Woo! Yeah, man, I got you, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh my God.
Let me see if I can turn it up.
All right, turn it up, man. Turn it up. Woo! My goodness.
All right, there you go. There you go.
You got me. You got me. You feel me, right? One love, bro. Woo!
One love. We appreciate you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, that was incredible. Y'all can go back and watch this to your heart's content. But I was here. Rasta Funk, yo, live on IBM.TV. Yo, let me tell you something, man. You lifted up the whole crew. The whole fam was on the side in the comment section just saying how much you just, boom, blew up today, lifted it up to the most high. You guys are amazing. What's your name, bro?
I'm Rasta Funk.
Rasta Funk. Just place where I like that, Rasta Funk. Hey,
yeah,
man.
that's the name of the music, that's the name of the band, and that's the name of me.
Okay, how can we find your music and where can we follow you at?
Okay, you can follow me. My music is on YouTube. Rasta Funk 1820 is the channel. You can also follow me on Instagram, Original Rasta Funk, Twitter, Rasta Funk, and Facebook, Rasta Funk.
Yo, that's what's up, bro. Check this out. This goes in the IBM.TV archives, so you guys can pull this up to your heart content. I just want to say, mad shout to all your band members. And I want to have you back on for an interview, give you guys an exclusive so we can sit down and chat with everybody. And, you can tell us how this whole thing came about on my Funk for the Front Seat on a Saturday show. I definitely want to have you on, and we want you back. This is real cool.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah, and also, man, I was just gonna say, man, shouts to your tech crew because the sound was really, really awesome. It was really good, man. It
We
was.
tried to set it up so that it wasn't gonna be too loud
Yeah. That was perfect, man. That was beautiful, man. You made the whole day brighter around the world because this goes around the world. It really does. And Mike P has my information, so ask him to give it to you.
I got the email as well.
Yeah. Okay, so that was you. Okay, got you. Yes, sir. Yo, man, you guys are phenomenal. I got a funk thing, Nappy at Funk Army. We want to do some shows with you for sure. Soon as everything gets right. We working on some stuff too, and I love what you do. It's it. I know it when I see it.
We here for the people anytime.
I know when I see it. You got me lit. You see, I can't stop talking. I got goosebumps.
Good thanks, brother. Good thanks.
Where you from, bro?
I'm from North Florida, Tallahassee, home of FAMU rap.
Okay. But you guys are in Georgia now, or are you in Tallahassee?
Yeah. My home base right now is Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, that's what's up, man. How is it down there? How's your family and everything? Everybody dealing with the COVID thing?
Everybody's good, man. We just believe in trying to do what we can to social distance, to do what we can to wear masks. Everybody here, we kind of been in seclusion. This is actually our first show all year. So, we wanted to show up when you gave us the call. I actually played with Mike P, but I missed that show. So when you called again, I said, let's make it happen.
Oh, I love that. Yo, you see me praising you, bro. Believe me, you're what IBM TV is all about. Our producers, our sponsors, everybody, we have a free dollar store money thing where people can go and, click on the IBM TV website and you'll see all that good stuff because there's a lot. And I know you're spiritually involved and invested in this planet. I can see it. I hear it in your music. And I know that there's things on there that you might want to get involved in as far as doing your own specials and stuff with us, man, because we need this. Yeah, man, I'm going to make that happen. Man. For sure, man. I'm going to make that happen, man. And God bless you because this is it. It was like one of the best hours I've had in a long time.
Give thanks, brother. Give thanks.
Straight up, man. Straight up.
Yeah, man.
So your band, you guys all based down in Atlanta. Y'all just hanging out right now with each other to stay safe?
Yeah. Well, everybody's based in Atlanta. They kind of came. Everyone does their own thing. I'm blessed to have some producers in my band, so they're musicians in their own right to do their own thing. But they came together today because I put out the call, a little bat signal, that we wanted to make it happen for you all. And also invited one of my friends to come film it so that we have the memory, we just come together when we can, and we're part of the big musical crew here in Atlanta because it's a multitude of musicians doing a lot of funky things.
I'm trying to get down there myself, man. I was just about to make that happen until the COVID hit. My producer and owner of IBM, Kim, she says I want to come jam with you guys. I've been looking at the comments on the side, and like I said, brother, people on Facebook Live watching, around the world. It's in India. It's 9:00 at night over there. Germany. This goes all universal. So. Yo, it couldn't have worked out better, and we want to have you back real soon.
Hey,
I'll email you and send you all my information, and we can chat.
Do that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. All right, Rasta Funk, right here on IBM.TV. If you missed it, you can go back and get it. Tell about it. Tell about it. One last thing to the people.
Hey man, peace and love. You can catch me on YouTube, 1820 Rasta Funk. You can catch me on Instagram, Original Rasta Funk, Twitter Rasta Funk, and Facebook Rasta Funk. And check any of those. You'll see when we're performing next. Hopefully this COVID thing will pass us by. If not, then we'll get on this stream and we'll do it like this again.
As much as you want, brother. One.
Peace and love.
All right.
All right. Yeah, man.
Woo! I gotta tell y'all, that was hot. All right. Yeah. What's up, my funk sister? I could feel you. I can't hear you.
Hold on a second, Kim. Yeah, we're going to let Kim get her volume going because for some reason she's muted.
Awesome, guys. Awesome.
Oh, goodness. Oh, Zach.
That was hot, right? That was hot.
Thank you.
That was hot.
Producers in the house.
Loving the producers. I need them all. You know, when we're doing something like this, I want to. Don't think I'm an angst, but I'm just trying to make it all work. But that was right.
Great. You're doing great. It's so difficult. I'm going to tell you what. It is so odd not to have control of the control board when you're a control freak. So,
yes.
I need Coach Kumar.
Yeah.
No, I loved it.
Which finger are you holding on to?
Yeah, Kim's sitting over here having too much fun, just enjoying the music. I saw her grooving and enjoying the sounds, and me and Ankit are trying to maintain a little bit of the dignity and order here in the house. So.
And Lynn, I think, you know what's weird is to be sitting backstage and not being able to see everybody else. That is weird for me because you know how, so when you have control of the control board, or if you're not the guest, you're one of the, you get to see everybody, right? And that is weird. That is so weird. It's like, who's there?
Welcome to my life.
Well, thank you. You all do a great job. That's all I can say.
Well, all we needed to see was Zach. I mean, Zach and the music, the musician.
Was that rocking or what? And to have such live music on Sunday. This is what I tell everybody. When I was in my 20s and just getting off on my career, this was the way I would like bring in Sunday, right? You know, you
Oh,
oops.
Well,
and with issues.
Her router.
We know what she was going to say.
Yeah. The music is beautiful. It's good for the soul.
It is good for the soul.
And no one imagined that we can have a music like this in this kind of setup at your backyard, and amazing.
Yeah.
Natural,
it is amazing.
Natural funk music from the rocks.
Music
Rasta funk. See, I'm wearing Bob Marley today.
There
Rasta
you go.
funk.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you know,
find mine. It was,
yes.
I don't know where that one is.
And I should have let you know in advance. My bad.
Yeah.
I should have let you know. We got to have a Bob Marley day. Now, I know another Rasta, another reggae band, my friend's Crucial Fire. And my friend had just came over the other night and we was talking about it. And he just dropped a record out. So as soon as his record is out, I'm definitely going to have him come on as well. Because, you know, even though it's Funk Music with Zach, I want everybody's music. You know, that's what we do here. And you guys are amazing producers. You know, without you back there, it wouldn't work with them. And what I did, Ankit, if you notice, I had mentioned to them about how to produce their sound. We had a conversation last time, you and I, and I had mentioned, and I mentioned to all my live acts going forward, like how to get that, you know, because, you know, naturally Rick had it, John had it, but when you produce a live band, a live sound outside, and you're trying to stream it, you have to go through some type of little mini production, you know, small board, and then run the main out to your computer to get that nice live feel, to get that bottom. And Mike P and I, the guitar player in that band, we talked about it, and he wasn't sure, and I explained how to do it because I had talked to my producer friends, Kevin, up in New York. Kim, go ahead, finish saying what you were going to say. We didn't forget you.
It's just, I always enjoyed jamming to jazzy light music just like this when I was in my 20s on Sunday, just to chill out the last part of my weekend and get ready for the hard work that, you know, we had to put in. So this has just been fun for me. It's kind of like bringing me back to the way things were, you know, back when you didn't have money to really get out and do anything. So what did you do? You enjoyed good music, right? And that's what this is to me. This is that part of my life that is kind of rethinking things. And
I was telling the guys I got another reggae band coming on, Crucial Fire, at some point. They just dropped a record out, and he's a friend of mine. So in the future, I'll have another one.
So with these guys are right down the road as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Except that we don't go anywhere right now. We don't cross the borders. I feel like, you know, we're in some kind of war right now, right? We're not
Zach's bringing it to us. So
Yeah.
we don't
Lynn,
have
I
to
was plugging the dollar store too during the end. So
I
just
heard
so
you.
you know.
I
Yes,
heard
sir.
you, Zach.
I'm mentally getting it better.
Well, now
Good for you.
Good. Me too.
And-
Zach, we're growing together.
Yes,
that's
yes.
right.
And here's what I want to ask you, Zach, if
Yes,
I
sir.
can.
Yeah,
And Mark, did you guys get any additional gift tokens yesterday?
I didn't look. I
Look in
haven't
your-
checked.
Either, but I'll double check.
I'm
Look in
sending
your. I sent them. I sent them to both you, Zach, and to you, Mark.
I
So
probably
you're
have
both-
them in my email.
You should get them.
So
Yep.
what you need to do is make sure that, you go open it up and get your points. And if you want to share them with other people, share them with other people. If you want to use them, use them. But let's get that wheel spinning and just, get people out there using this. And that's what I've been doing yesterday. I felt like Santa Claus. Once I learned how to use them and share them, that's what I've been doing. And if you follow the instructions, if you've got people you want to share more with, like, hey, Kim, can you send some of my friends some? Have them email, follow these instructions, register, email an invitation to go live, and we'll send them more points. So now that we know how to do it a whole lot, easier, just do that. Tell people, hey, if you do this and then invite go live, they're going to send you more points. And then the more they shop, the more points they earn. We're just, and this is what I tell people, this is essentials that you need while you're in lockdown.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And everybody needs to get the napkins.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Wait a minute. I told Mark you didn't know this, and Zach you didn't know this, and but Jim did. I joined the club. Okay.
you got your minion napkins.
I got my minion napkins. Okay.
I got mine, but somebody took them.
There you go.
That just means you got to get some more. That's all.
We're going to get some more. Yep. So should we talk quickly about the dollar store and then get back to talk about fun things? Nothing unfun about the dollar store, by the way.
No, by the way, it's a lot of fun.
Wonderful shirt, Lynn.
Don't you like? Here's what I found out. My wife and I. She said you got to iron it. So I was ironing the thing, and I'm looking at what it says. I must have gotten this in 1975 when I was in Jamaica, because it says Montego Bay, it says Ocho Rios, and I haven't looked at it to see what it says. Neither of us did. So anyway, but a lot of
you were ready for it.
Yep, I'm ready for it. So anyway, so we own something called the Family Dollar Store, and we are supporting the mission of Money Masters PBS, which is the owner of IBM TV. We love the mission, which is basically to reduce the gap between poverty and financial sustainability. So why not buy from the dollar store, the Family Dollar Store?
You're going to have to share my screen. I don't have control.
Okay. So Ankit has it. Well, you taught me how to share yesterday, so I could share screen if you want me to.
I can't share it right now.
Okay.
I'm just a guest.
So let me see if I
will, Kimberly.
Let me see if I can share screen here. Okay.
I don't know why, but it's up. I got it up. I got the thing there ready to go, but it won't let me. It says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you, but you can't share. So now I see what Nick was frustrated with.
Yeah.
Nick finally learned how to use it. That we finally got.
Here we go. Let's see if this works. Can you now?
Yeah. Good job, Lynn.
Okay.
Great job.
So anyway, Kimberly and Ankit taught me this yesterday. We were having a conversation offline. So, don't give me too much information because I'm going to have a lot of fun with it. But anyway, but the important part is that we basically are supporting the mission of Money Masters PBS. And that mission, as I said, is to narrow the gap between financial poverty and financial fitness by providing financial education and financial education and financial fitness. Okay, so look at Jim. we have lots of things on our dollar store. We have, and you can just see it there for a second, but this is what Mark likes. We have cookies and snacks. We also have CBD. So you can look, we have CBD supplements. Okay. We have beauty products. There's one of the beauty products, and I think I can find it right here. Now I have to learn how to use it. Once I'm on this, I have to learn how to use it. But so you'll endure me today with something called Genesis Solutions. It's a line-free lift. Obviously, Kimberly's been using something because you look at her face and she has no lines. Okay, but the truth is, here's a product that sells for $4.99 on Amazon. It sells for $67 plus shipping. Okay, now if somebody buys this plus, if you go in and you buy medical masks, there we go. Search for that. Those are $25 for the medical masks. Okay, they're coming up. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have disposable medical masks. You can get 50 of them for $25. Okay, so as you noticed, Jim was wearing his. I'm pleased that he was wearing his because I don't want to get any kind of computer viruses. So I'm going to put mine on. Okay, just to make sure that I don't give anybody computer viruses. But look at this. So for the ladies in the audience, buy some line remover for $5. Buy medical masks, but which, by the way, because you can use our gift tokens, which are like gift cards, it's only going to cost you $20 instead of $25. You get free shipping. You can take the lines out of your face like Kimberly has. And I mean, none of the rest of us, Zach and Mark and Jim and I don't care. But the ladies do. So go buy those things. Then we have, look at some of the baby products. Have to go to baby products. Okay. We have Fisher Price. We have Johnson Johnson. We have Baby Rattles by Sesame Street. We have Bottles by Sesame Street. I mean, think about this. This is top line stuff. We don't sell cheap stuff. We just sell really good stuff inefficiently. Inexpensively.
We're working on it, man. We're working on it.
Inexpensively.
Man, I was up too late, and then we went out and worked in this heat this morning. I think I'm suffering from lack of water or something. But anyway, that's
hydrate.
Hydration.
Lynn, you're doing a great job. It's hard to go through all of this and keep it organized.
How many items are there?
Here's the important part. If you don't buy anything else, you have to buy the Minion napkins. Okay, you have to buy the masks, and then because you might have some pain watching me try and do my commercial, you need to put it on your head. Okay, and if that doesn't work. If that doesn't work, then go play chess. But if you're going to do that, you have to put it on your arm because you're probably going to get tendonitis from moving those heavy chess pieces. All right, and if you're like Jim, basically, he's going to have to put this on to play chess with Sasha because
I got four of them.
Oh yeah, see, it's very painful. But anyway, and I know that Mark is very diligent. We have 4,300 items. Mark, have you gotten beyond 4,127 yet?
I think I'm at 119.
Oh, 4,119. So I thought you were farther along. Well,
I'm not as far as you thought I was.
You have 181 products to go through from that to get to the end. And I know you asked if we have hammock.
You have promised me that at the end I will find a hammock and possibly a panda figurine. That's what you promised me.
No, I didn't promise you. I said you might find.
Yeah. You have to look.
And if you don't find them, Mark, if you don't find them, just put on some patches, and that'll help you get rid of the pain for not finding your hammock. And
you can't always get what you wanna.
That's right. Anyway, so as people might be able to notice, we all have lots of fun here. This is a fun group to be with. Zach, I'm going to tell you, I love that music. It was really great.
It's a lot of fun.
And I saw something with because I came on just right around 1:00. But was that a lady who was playing the trombone? I mean, I don't remember seeing a lady play a trombone. Yeah. I mean, there's no reason why ladies can't, but my wife is just reminding me. I have seen one play a tuba because, but no, seriously, the tuba player for the Philadelphia Orchestra is a woman. And she's been for over 10 years. I think probably closer to 15 years. The lead French hornist for the Philadelphia Orchestra is a woman. So there's no reason why women can't also play trombones. I just have never seen one before. So I was sort of fascinated watching her play.
Yeah, it was their first time, they said, coming out to actually play,
Really?
So, like in a while. Yeah, this was, I guess, their first gig of the season, so they, it was great to have them on and just vibe with them, So I'm hoping to get to Atlanta myself or New York. What are people doing about travel? Are they letting people travel yet? Because I have to get to New York.
Well, you can travel. You can go up 95, but the problem is if you get into New York, they're going to quarantine you for 2 weeks. They're asking you to quarantine. The same thing is true in New Jersey. Pennsylvania hasn't done that yet, but if you go to New York or New Jersey, you're going to need to. They're going to ask you to quarantine for 2 weeks. Now, if you what's that? Ankit?
Ankit had a point.
New Jersey, basically.
There's no
He's
what?
got a brother in New Jersey.
There is no quarantine in New Jersey because my family traveled from California to New Jersey, and no one asked for quarantine. They just checked the temperature at the airport, and that's it.
Really? Because I thought I saw on the news that
I don't know because my sister was there for 2 weeks in New Jersey, and then she went back to San Francisco.
Well, you got to look it up every day because it keeps changing.
Because it does change.
Every day. I know New York had a list of several states. I mean, it was a large chunk of the United States that they were not allowing in because of trying to keep that 2-week quarantine going on. But coming to the point of what Ankit was talking about, I did have a friend of mine that works at one of our local convenience stores here in North Carolina. They actually drove up for a baby shower to New York. And that kind of like comes to the whole point of at the airport, at the bus terminals, yes, they can do checks of temperature. It's harder to do checks if you're driving up because there's not like they're going to do a checkpoint and stop you. So there are a number of people that are doing that because they drove up to the baby shower, did the baby shower, and then drove back down.
Wow. So Zach, I'm glad to hear you say that you don't want to make the trip to the Socialist Republic of Northern California. So that's good. I think they have all sorts of exclusions there, but I'm not sure what they are.
Oregon's using it as a reason to keep us out.
I'm waiting for them to close the borders of the roads. I'm waiting for that to happen. But
I hope it does it because there's something, there's this online benefit concert that's what I was just checking. I just got invited to it, my band to perform, and it's for Bootsy Collins. So anybody who knows funk, they know who Bootsy Collins is. Yep. He is the guy, and his wife does her own thing, and I'm trying to get her on the show as well, maybe on one of the lady shows, maybe with Kim or with Tish, because she's very socially active. They feed the homeless shelters. They give clothing away. Bootsy has a school. He's like doing a lot of philanthropy work, and I've been trying to get him for a long time. So she just called me now. She's going to call me tomorrow. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But
invite them to come to the show one day. On Tuesday, Celebrity Tuesday. We have Celebrity Tuesday. We're open or come to your show. You're busy there. You're
No,
stacked.
Celebrity Tuesday would be it. I'm trying to,
Let me tell you, you can come and do your own interview on Celebrity Tuesday. You're already stacked on Sundays. I know you got your Sundays booked out. So if you need another day, Zach, just like you said, Mark. Mark says, I need another day. Here you go, Mark.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That means a lot. I'm scrambling a lot on both ends because I'm so anxious to get my own stuff online to play. So when I see other bands performing, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I can go run a marathon now. At 101, I could go out and run.
Zach, we don't want to go running in 101 degree temperature.
I know.
I just don't get out here in North Carolina. I don't know how it is over there.
Believe me, my running days are over.
Me too. I'll tell you what, this morning about 6:30, 7 o'clock, it was because we've been getting rain, and every once in a while you'll get a breeze, and that feels so good. You really appreciate that moisture breeze that comes in. But okay, kid you not, by 12 in the afternoon, and the heat with the moisture is so bad. That's why my internet keeps going down at night. It just, the moisture just keeps knocking it down. But it's so 102 with that moisture. You might as well be.
You want a cool breeze? Come out to San Francisco. We got it all day long.
Another place is Chicago. Chicago has that cool breeze off of Lake Michigan. That has always been very cold, but Minnesota's another place. Minnesota, I've always enjoyed. But Ankit, we lost Ankit.
Yeah, Ankit disappeared.
He'll be back.
I got it over here for at least an hour until he pops back. Hey, Kim, I was just wondering, because you got some folks in here that are sports fans, and apparently baseball has started back. I think they did a couple of games yesterday, so they're trying to have baseball going on. So I see Lynn is excited. He's got his 2 thumbs up. Jim is excited as well.
I don't dare show Lynn my cap.
They did say that Toronto apparently will not let folks come in there. So the Toronto team is going to have to try to figure out where they're playing at, whether they're going to play in Buffalo or wherever, because the Canadians are like, nope, no Americans are coming up here.
They said they're going to play in Florida. The Phillies won 7-0 last night. So just so you know, they beat Washington. So I'll give you that, Jim.
The Yankees beat the Mets. Zach.
Okay, that's great.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Yes.
But how are they playing? Where are they playing at?
No, they're playing in the regular stadium, Zach.
Empty
spring training.
It's an empty stadium?
It's an empty stadium. So what they're going to do when the season starts, this was interesting, is they're going to have cut out people that they're going to put in the stands, in the seats. Okay, so we're going to send them, a cutout of Mark, and definitely we're going to send one of Jim to the Phillies because we want him. We're going to put a Phillies hat on top, and then. So then they're going to pipe in music of the fans cheering, so that they're trying to give it as much of an experience. The Toronto team, what I saw on the news is that they're going to be playing, I think, in their wherever they do their spring training in Florida. So it's probably going to be pretty hot to play against them. I don't think they're going to go play in Buffalo, which is a great idea. They should. Because they can get the breezes off of Lake Erie that come in. So anyway, but that's, who knows?
I just engineered something while you were talking. They let you put a video thing on each seat. You buy your ticket and you zoom in on your VRX glasses to watch the game. But it can interact. So it has a speaker. So it's not just a video. It's like Zoom. So the crowd can cheer, and they hear the crowd cheering from their seats. So everybody has their own seat still, but you just log in VR, right? X, right?
Wow, yeah.
This is 21st century.
I like this idea, but Ankit and Kim, don't we have a show where we do talks about this? Because we got that new gaming show, Ankit. So maybe we can get our guys onto it. I'm really impressed with the guys that you had on the show for the first time.
So we are working on this technology for gamers. But I think we can do it for real sports as well. And we can do it for music as well, in fact, where musicians can can hold a concert, and then a lot of people are sitting
violin
at their home, but they are using VR so that they are out there, and so is for musicians.
But what's cool is that they can go ahead and put the cutouts in the seats, but they can put a camera with a speaker. So it's like the Zoom, right? Yeah. So now every seat's is preoccupied with the real person. They put on their VR at home, right? Yeah. So they got the VRX on, and the reason why I know about all this is I've worked with it for years with Sound Institute and with my invention, and with some people in Miami. We were goofing off with some VR stuff down there over Super Bowl. So I'm sitting here going, why can't we do that? Then everybody gets the real live experience.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's just that VR gadget is a little costly as compared to tickets right now. So maybe once the cost is down, we can have it for everyone.
So right now, very expensive. So anybody who buys a VR headset gets the ticket for free this year, right?
Yeah, maybe
you get your seat, right? And then, or you buy the season pass and you get your VR glasses. And unfortunately, the pass is expensive, but your VR glasses are good for any video games you want to do. It's not just for right? So you buy your season pass, you get your VR glasses that you can use for other things. And now you can buy into games. Right? And you can buy into other games. I've already got this planned in my head.
Yeah, you can see it. Good plan.
So maybe we can add one more thing, Kim. Whenever we watch a 3D movie, we get 3D glasses from the theater. Okay? So that 3D glasses would not be a 3D glass, but it would be a camera for spectators who will be watching us. And then we have to connect that camera with our gadget, with our VR. That's what we can do, basically.
And what's cool
is your guys actually scared me with something that they said, which was they had that whole thing, which was going to be like the glasses. That was literally going to give you the menu, and by the time you got to the restaurant, it would already have the stuff prepared. It was one of your guys that mentioned this, and he talked about like the cars would literally drive you to the place and would have the whole menu.
It's
one of the downsides of this,
like it too. It'll smell like hot dogs and beer.
Yeah, one of the downsides of this idea, which is brilliant, is that Mark and I will never wear pants again.
There you go.
Sorry for the visual.
Visuals. This would work, guys, because now they got that 360 vision cameras, right? So when you put your VR on, you can turn around and start. And then if the way I know VR works now, you can almost VR know who's sitting next to you and see them.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
So because you'll be VRing like a Zoom, right? So you'll be able, when you turn around 360 and you look at the seat in front of you, next to you, it's going to be assigned to somebody, and you're going to be able to see them like this.
From the waist up.
I just engineered it. Yep.
From the waist up. That's all I care about.
Here's the question.
You're a hybrid. You're a hybrid.
So here's the question.
For real.
I wonder, do people
I'm so connected. What?
Do people know that you're a engineering graduate, that you worked in the telecom industry for years, that you had your own telecom company, that you're on the board of the engineering school at North Carolina State University? I mean, when we're talking about Kimberly Calhoun, okay, we're talking about somebody who is really brilliant with electronics and those kind of things. And
I thought she was just a pretty face.
Oh no, there's not just another pretty face.
And she's incredibly modest, because we had to say all of that stuff that she's done, even though I just researched too and knew a lot of this stuff. But she's incredibly modest.
I think people who are viewers, ought to know that about Kimberly, because that's important. And what people don't know about Ankit is he's equally as brilliant doing the stuff that he does with electronics and stuff like that. So anyway, and then of course there's Jim and there's me.
I'm waiting for them to make us look good. I want them to make us look handsome, man.
I achieved something yesterday.
So brilliant.
On Spiritual Day. And you know how Ankit always comes up with these beautiful acronyms for each of our names. And I came up with one for Ankit. And it is a admirable, noble knight, innovating trailblazer.
Whoa. Great job, Kimberly.
Nice.
Wow.
Great one.
Admirable, noble knight.
Innovating trailblazer.
Trailblazer.
There you go. Love it. Love
like it. That's great.
Spot on.
Did it. I
That's
did it.
You
I
did it,
kept
Kimberly.
playing around with words and nothing ever came out right for me. And then yesterday, when we were putting together our balls, our energy balls, it came to me, and I was like, wow, okay, those energy balls are cool.
Kimberly, you're back.
And
You're back.
And I just got a message from Anand Mai that she's saying hi to everyone.
Hi.
Hi, Coach Kumar.
Oh, yes. She taught us that. She taught us that.
He taught me how to rebuild my energy ball.
Yeah.
And, even though I'm going to take it and throw it at people,
She can't do miracles.
like those Japanese cartoons,
just
they
calm
take their
down.
balls and they throw them. That's me.
No, I'm breathing. I'm breathing.
Oh, okay. But you know what? We also learned how to manifest our prayers. And this took me a week to learn how to make my hands fold like this.
Yeah, I had trouble too.
Do it every day. It's amazing how comfortable it becomes. And
I need to put these on my shoulders because
after you do this, right? But the other thing that she taught
That's it, Zach.
how to pray for things, right? Because you got to be careful what you wish for, one, right? But she taught us something very special about prayers, and it's something that I noticed that Nick does in business planning is he puts it in his book as if it's already done. Like when he builds his business plan, he says, "Oh, it's already done." I go, "You already called these guys?" "Oh, not yet, but it's done." Okay, so he already had a poster made up of these are the guys we're going to interview that week. And he hadn't even called them, but he already had it advertised and gone out. And I'm like, and he got every one of them.
Yeah.
And so when she said that you need to make intentional requests in your prayers, intentional requests.
Yes, and to be grateful for the things that have not yet happened.
Right. So do your prayers for the things that you have, but then do the intentional prayers as if they're done. And I thought, wow.
Yeah.
So maybe that means thy will be done instead of thy will be done, it will be done. So,
Yeah, very much so.
well,
And,
it really makes you think about these things, right?
we have these kind of conversations going on all the time because you're talking about that energy ball, and unfortunately, I missed that episode because I was trying to get Zach and everybody prepared. But I did pop in and see a little bit of here and there. But I've heard Hector's guest and Hector Tish's guest, and he was talking about something very similar. He was talking about like the way that his attitude is of trying to manifest these things. So a lot of our conversations, even on our individual shows, are oftentimes the message is very similar messages, even when we don't intentionally do that. We just bring on great guests, and a lot of times their messages are very similar. So like I said, Tisha's show had a very similar message in what Hector was sharing. So definitely, I think that's just an amazing
That's what I love
thing.
about the shows we have, and Tisha's just got this beautiful spirit about her, like Coach Kumar has. I mean, they're just both two beautiful spiritual women who send this message out. You can see it, like, oh my gosh, you can just see it in their face, and it's just great. And one of the things too, when I want to tell everyone, I was having a conversation with someone yesterday after our show, and we got to talking about people going through marriages and different marriages and stuff like that. And the first thing I always think of is wow, you know what? I need to get Lynn over here to talk to you because he's been married for 54 years.
54.
Amazing.
It's 54 years.
Right.
And
54 years. And that
Lynn, I just got one question for you. How old were you when you got married? Were you like 12? 10?
I was
You were like 10 when you got married.
I was 10.
Yeah, he got married in Alabama.
And when we're talking about all the great, wonderful things of who people are, each member of this team has got experience, years of wisdom and knowledge. And, Lynn, he's just got his success of where he is today speaks for itself. And he has been through challenges that most people would give up in life. And he just keeps going. I mean, at a point in life that you would think he would just throw in the towel too. He does it. That's what it takes to be an entrepreneur, but successful in life, but also to have that marriage that lasts forever. And I love the way he worded it. He goes, "Hey, you know what? It's her too. I can't do it without her."
Yeah.
So,
I can't.
The yin and the yang. Hang
Well,
tight.
Lynn, 50 is gold. What's 55? Do you know yet?
Gold
Speed
plus
limit.
gold.
It's the speed limit.
I turned 55. I just told everybody I turned the speed limit. Zach, you had a point you were trying to make?
No, I was doing hang die. That means together. That's what I was doing, the together sign. The together.
I think
Now, I have to bring up just one thing on a sadder note, just really quickly, because I think that we should at least give honor to those that have passed and everything. But we talk about folks that have passed. We lost two great legends, that being John Lewis and C.T. Vivian, both involved with Martin Luther King, Reverend Martin Luther King. Rest in power. They rest in power because they were definitely very much legends, and they were part of the civil rights struggle for many decades and did a great job. And like I said, I'm sure that they are watching from on high, watching from up top, and continuing to even encourage others to struggle along as we continue this continuous battle that is going on as we try to create this unity that all of us here in this panel would like to see in the world. So as we create this unity, I just know that they were two of the icons that I looked up to. There were some other amazing ones, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. People don't always remember that Malcolm X was a man of peace toward the end of his life. Gandhi, where Ankit is from, and a number of others. So there were some, Nelson Mandela, a lot of great folks that I definitely remember and honor. But I just wanted to lift them up as we are remembering folks. So if anybody's got any reflections that they want to share, I know that Jim was probably involved in some civil rights stuff. But if anybody's got memories that they want to share, they can. But I just wanted to lift them up.
I just want to say, rename that bridge, Mark.
Yes, we must rename the Federal Bridge. And that's one of the great things. I mentioned it on a friend's show that they were doing on another platform. I won't mention what the platform was, but I was saying to that person that they need to rename the Pettus Bridge, and they need to name it after John Lewis. Here in where we are, Durham, North Carolina, there is a small bridge over a major highway that they named after another civil rights legend. It is a lighted bridge, but it's called the Kelly Bryant Bridge because Kelly Bryant was a civil rights legend here in North Carolina.
They did a segment. Yes, well said. They did a segment on the CBS Sunday Morning Show on John Lewis and showed an interview from the late 90s when I think it was Rita Braver was interviewing him at the Selma Bridge, and they showed a plaque that was there that mentioned him and one other of the people who were in the march. And he was honored that they had put up the plaque and put it up there in his name, and the others who went through the sacrifice they did. Those are dark days in our history, and the hope is that we're moving forward. It takes time, but hopefully every day we're moving forward and lifting each other up, and that's the important part.
I want to inspire people into moving forward. The way we do this is we need to change laws, but also change the system that we have been using for 200 or 300 years. And in order to do that, we have to get out there and register to vote. Everybody needs to get out there and register. And if you can't get out to register to vote, contact us and we will help you find that way. But don't let your voice not count in this country. And I think that's the biggest problem our country has is we get a little complacent and we go, why bother? Yeah. Or why bother? They're going to win anyway. Or why bother?
They're all the same.
Right. But your voice counts. And that's one day. This is what I tell everybody. Because they go, why do you waste your time going to vote? This is the one day I have a voice. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. And I can exercise it. Whether they do this stupid electoral thing and not let the people's voice matter, but it's the one time that I can say this is who I think.
Yeah. I know in Australia, in Australia, it's the law. You have to vote in some countries. It's mandatory. But over here, I think they should, and this is my opinion, I think, we're so progressive now. They need to make Election Day a national holiday. Yes. And this way, everybody would be off. Only the essential workers would have to work. They could find time to vote. But if they made it a holiday, it would make it seem important. Because I know it, like you said, Kim, I got complacent in my 20s and 30s. I didn't vote for like 20 years. You know what I mean? And I shouldn't have been doing that. That was wrong of me. In New York, it was always going to be Democrat, but I was like, why bother? And I had that. But, I changed once my daughters were born and I got more involved in, the politics of the world. But I always said, why isn't this a national holiday? Because it's our biggest day of the 4 years, every 4 years. That day decides life and death, that day. And, you're right. Everything you said is so good. It's so spot on.
But we need to inspire people to register to vote and to get out and vote. Don't just register, but get your name to count for something.
But today,
the voice is more powerful than it is if you're just sitting back and not doing anything.
Go ahead, Lynn.
No, you go ahead, Jim, because you were going to say something.
But along those same lines, one of the quotes that John Lewis had, and I can't remember the exact phrasing of it, but basically he encouraged everybody when he was living, and he was even talking about some of the BLM, Black Lives Matter people, to go out there and cause good trouble. So I think that we do that every day here. We cause good trouble on IBM.TV. And the kind of things he was encouraging folks to do on a regular basis, not just go in there and cause any kind of trouble, but cause what he termed good trouble, which is that kind of trouble that is going to make a change.
So, Jim, you go first.
Oh, okay. I was just going to tell Mark that I was carrying a sign saying "Make love, not war" before I had done either one.
You had no idea why you carried the sign, did you, Jim? Oh my gosh!
I didn't know what I was talking about, but I was right.
I had no idea.
So, just to add to what Kimberly said, we talk about having people go out and vote, but most states today are allowing people to vote by mail. So there's almost no excuse if you can vote by mail.
I've been voting by mail for years.
So anyway, because we voted in the primaries by mail because we were concerned about the COVID. Sure. And when we registered for the primaries to vote by mail, they also told us that it was basically we were registered for the general election in November. Right. So there are some people who are trying to stop the voting by mail, but basically there are lots of states that do allow it, and why not? Then if it's an issue for you to get to the polls, you can do that. The other thing is to what Zach was saying. Some years ago, voting here in Pennsylvania was there. You couldn't get a drink in Pennsylvania on election day. So and as it turns out, we had a primary. My wife and a good friend. It was on their birthday. We went to a restaurant, weren't even thinking about it, and we ordered drinks, and they looked at us and they said, "Sorry, we can't serve you." So it might be a good idea to do that kind of thing as well. Again, I don't know whether that was national or whether it was just here in Pennsylvania, but I think it's a good idea.
I think so too. I think it's a good idea. And you know what? I want to add that I noticed a lot of bartenders who are wanting to keep their bars open and alive, but keep our society and communities safe. I was real proud of them. They were on TV the other day saying that they're going to do last call earlier, right? They're going to close down the bars at 11, even though they're normally open till 12. But they know that that's when people get comfy, cozy, drunk feeling, right? So they're being responsible. I have to commend them for taking ownership, because this is what I was telling the people. You need to set the policies. Don't let the government tell you how to run your business and make your business essential or not. If you go to the government and say, I want to continue keeping my hairdressing open and I'm only going to have one customer in at a time, and then when they're done, I'm going to vacuum up all the hair and sanitize, then you set that policy and you give it to them.
Yep.
But don't wait. Don't complain. And don't wait for them to tell you whether your job is essential or not.
Yep.
And that's what I think that was the problem. Well, that we didn't have a pandemic team. But in watching Japan and how successful they've been, even though they've had flare-ups, I reviewed their pandemic policy, and it was all about control of the spread and containment. Remember what we talked about since day one? You need to do community controlling, right? And that's what they do. They all wear their masks. They all wash their hands. They all do the safe distancing, right? But they still have their events. They still work. But they've been doing this for years.
Yeah, they have been. That's right.
They've been doing this since I can remember. And because I worked with them for 5 years. So what I'm telling people is that, of course, this is a discipline that they've been doing for centuries. They actually started the pandemic team in 1954, I think it was. 1918, they all started donating the masks because of the spread. Well, they continued wearing the mask, saying, you know what, I might be carrying something anyway, so I should be careful. Duh, respect. Mm-hmm. So, but then they in 1954, they enacted a pandemic team. And so they were always able to control, and the prime minister said that they follow this. And what they do is they just monitor the communities. And the minute a little flare up comes in, they send a team in right away. Get control of the situation, move people into a center where they can be cared for, and then get it under control. And that's the reason why they've had 985 deaths since the beginning of all of this. But they still work. They still go to school every day. They still do everything that they've done every day. Their freedom has not been taken away from them. Their essentialness has not been taken away from them.
We'll have more of those deaths today than they have had.
Yeah. And that's the sad part.
Well, we report 60,000 new infections a day now. So, if not more. So but I'm just saying that there are right ways we could be doing things, but maybe we, the people, need to take. This is what I told someone the other day. There are 340 million citizens in the U.S. I don't know how many in every country, but just in the U.S. alone, we have 500 puppeteers. As far as I'm concerned, there's only 500 people in the White House telling us what to do, and we let 500 puppeteers destroy our lives. There's something wrong with this.
Yeah,
well, we had a pandemic team, Kimberly.
Yeah, we did have a pandemic. We got rid of it.
We have to take control. This is what I've learned by listening to Henning and a couple of other people. We have to take control of our destiny.
Inside job.
Yeah.
We have to. There's 340, and the way we start is voting.
Yep, we absolutely must vote. The scary things that we predicted have actually been in the predictions for a while. I'm actually a fan of certain kinds of books, and I was actually rereading The Third Wave. And The Third Wave actually talked about some of this stuff that we're dealing with right now. And Alvin Toffler wrote this book ages ago. But some of the things that he talked about and some of the things that other writers from like the 70s, 80s, and even beyond before that were putting out there. And they were talking about these things way back in there, and definitely the 70s and the 80s, maybe even some in the 60s and 90s. But it was just amazing. When I reread this and some of the things that they were predicting, I'm like, wait a minute, that's what's going on right now. And I know that we're getting ready to wind down shortly, not because we'll bring up the ambassador, and that's Ankit's lovely daughter very shortly. But before we wind down, I did want to let folks know that on my Monday show, and I need you, Jim, to get in touch with Shaquille and to get in touch with Sasha. You can do it too, Kim, because I've got a gentleman. His whole mission is about us being kind to each other. And I know that sometimes they will go at each other, so they might need to take the
What time? Because you understand when we're on, it's like 2 a.m. for Shaquille. And I did talk to him about Monday, and he is going to be dialing in at 1. He had to schedule and reschedule his, because I talked to him yesterday, or we talked for a while, and he said that he's got all of this scheduling, but he's more than happy to join our shows, but he needs a little heads up. But
I was just teasing just because, and Jim knew what I was referring to, because Shaquille and Sasha went at each other kind of playfully on a show a couple of days ago and everything. But
I had to send him to neutral corners.
He's done a thing called the bump experiment, and he ran into somebody that was kind to him, and because that person was kind to him, he wants to play that message forward. So he's actually trying to show how folks can do that. He's got a bracelet, because he actually sent me one. I'm not wearing it right now, but like a bracelet that he has people wear, and it's just a very powerful message. But apparently somebody, when he was in hard times, was very kind to him. So now he is trying to pass that message on to others.
So
It's
you
an
got the
inside
bracelet?
job.
Do you get the bracelet?
I did get the bracelet. I will bring it on next time. I've got to figure out where it's at in the house, but I will bring it on next time. But I did get the bracelet.
That's like my house, Mark.
But the thing is these little tokens basically mean a lot sometimes, right? They're reminders of that people care, that we're here together, we're united.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that we want to do. What have you got? There you go.
Good job.
Good job. Hey, I'm telling you, where'd you get that? I want one.
My daughter, that was my Father's Day gift.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. There you go. See, just these little things are good reminders to bring us back to our family. So
you find the animals too.
Oh, St. Francis?
Yeah, that was St. Francis.
Yeah, I got him. He's in my garden. I go down and I got this big statue my mom gave me. My mom was a Catholic, and I was in Catholic school, but she left these little statues around the house for me, and they're good reminders of my mom, her faith.
Yeah.
You know?
Just because.
But St. Francis, all women in Catholic Church love St. Francis because he was the garden, the animals, he was the homemaker. He was the Susie homemaker.
The nature. That's right. Mother Nature.
So, but, I guess, Mark, this is your show. We do have to wrap up.
Before we wrap up, I have a question to the panelists that do we see digital elections in 2024 where you can vote digitally without going to a...
Well, I hope so, but
Me too.
I don't know if 2024 is going to be the year. But that's in the future. That's coming.
Yeah,
probably.
I think once we have that election, we have more voting power to everyone, and no one have that excuse that I can't go out and vote.
They just need the world's best people to stop the super hackers.
Which is
and bandwidth. We need bandwidth.
No, it's just some clicks on your mobile application and that's it, and then you can recheck whether you have
one. Some people don't. We can't take this for granted.
Yeah,
I know that, but we have to come up with a system because if you are allowing 5G, 5G means 5G is a part of your life, and I can track you with 5G. So if 5G is there, why can't we have elections as well? And if we can allocate multiple companies, that's possible. And telecom thing can be managed by Kim. She knows how to manage.
I would just be worried about hackers. That would be my thing.
Dangerous people. It's not like it's going to give you cancer, kill you, dangerous, but.
But Zach, as of now, also there are a lot of hackers running around.
I know. They got me. They hacked me. I know because I'm a victim. That's why I'm scared.
Speaking of hackers, did you see on tax day? Did you see on tax day when I posted? I went to download my file, and when I downloaded my file, it downloaded all these viruses from the tax company. So fortunately, I download everything to a thumb drive. Right. So fortunately, everything went to the thumb drive, but it did destroy my thumb drive. I had to remove my thumb drive. So all the files that were on my thumb drive were destroyed.
My thumb drive.
Oh,
at least it didn't destroy my computer.
Yeah.
So, but there's so many hackers out there just doing. They're bored. This is what they do with it. They should be watching us, right? Yeah. And then come on our show and find other things to do with their boredness.
But I'll tell you one thing. We have hackers, we have good hackers, and we have bad hackers.
Yeah, there's
just the time we have to balance it out.
Yeah, there's the good guys and the bad guys. It's like the good cowboys and the bad cowboys. And, you're always going to have, we have the DEF CON is where the good guys and the bad guys go and they battle it out. And it's an interesting, I don't like it, but it's interesting. But anyway, we need to wrap up.
Mark?
All right, we'll get ready to wrap it up. Did you send me the thing with the dolls? I don't think so. But we're here to wrap it up. This was a great show, and I definitely enjoyed the conversation that we had and everything. So we're getting ready to wrap it all up and call it a day on a Sunday. And very near later on this afternoon, we will have a very special show that I know a lot of folks are looking forward to. I know I look forward to it on Sunday, and that is Alexandria May when she does her show that deals with that great talent that comes out of all over the world, because she has talent from all over. She spent some time in South Africa, and she also spent some time, actually is living in South Africa now and is from South Africa, but she spent time in Nashville and has traveled around the world. So she has amazing guests. I do not know who she's got on this evening, but I am looking forward to finding out who those guests are, because I am looking forward to seeing her on that particular show later on this afternoon, and then here on the East Coast, but it'll be at a different time somewhere else in the world, because all the time zones vary depending on where you are listening and watching from. But I do know that in about just a few minutes or so from now, that we will be hearing about that show, and it should be a delightful conversation. So I'm planning to stick around and see what that's all about. And then on Monday, tomorrow, you can catch me on the radio show with Mark Lee. And like I said, my guest will be a gentleman who has definitely learned about kindness and what kindness is all about. And I'm looking forward to having that conversation with that gentleman. And I may have a special guest comedian that is also involved in the sports world. So I'm hoping that we'll see what's going on with that. So right now, I'm going to wrap it all up and call it a afternoon. I do not know that I'm going to go outside on this particular afternoon, because it is a blazing, probably close to 101 degrees here in North Carolina. So I think I'm going to stay in my air-conditioned house, or apartment, I should say. But until I see y'all next time that I'm on, which will be on Monday afternoon, y'all have a good day and have a very productive week. And as John Lewis would say, go out there and cause some good trouble.